Hey everybody in the Helmet crew, this is Donny here with the ranting and ravings of a global crisis. Today I studied silverback gorilla behavior and orangutan because I'm looking at all these things that correspond to what we were talking about with, joy and expression and, in these animals, they just have it wired, they know how to communicate by basically, sign language and small gruntings and things that have significant frequency. They're 98% of our DNA, guys. We need to learn from them and stop trying to learn from these two-leggeds, that are all over the earth, getting advice from them, advice added to your life. We need to study these animals because they teach us symbiosis. Research, Georgia has an aquarium where they've been working with rescued sea otters from the Monterey Bay and other areas and rehabilitating them, and it's wonderful. There's all these places you can volunteer and document. I plan on going there and documenting some work over there. So, you can volunteer at a lot of places. Here in Santa Cruz, I'm going to volunteer at the animal rescue place where I've brought in, injured birds a couple times, and they've been very nice and compassionate over there. So I was studying gorillas today, and, they're actually considered 98.6 human DNA. That's pretty significant, guys, and I think that they have an intelligence that surpasses most people on the earth, to be honest with you. Possibly more advanced than dolphins, and other creatures that we think are 10 times smarter than us. So, what are the gorillas eat, to be that strong? There's so much vegetation out in the Rwanda and in the Congo area, that is so healthy, and people wonder about strength. Well, they should research these leaves. It seems really unfair that man should have chosen the gorilla to symbolize everything that is aggressive and violent, when that is one thing that the gorilla is not and that we are. That's what Sir David Attenborough said. It's a quote. Rwanda mountain gorillas. These gorillas were hunted to near extinction. Can you imagine that, guys? Hunting this beautiful animal, any beautiful animal, and the level of unconsciousness to do that, just to think that you attain some kind of glory, which in their natural habitat they probably would have been nice to you and fed you gorilla leaves. I mean, guys, come on, man. This is something that I have to have empathy for. The Rwandan mountain gorillas, I studied them. Importance of facial expressions in humans for attractions. The primates have ways of attracting each other just like we do with facial expressions. If we haven't, dulled our expression and become, desensitized robots, that need awakening. So another lesson that came to me intimately from the parallel of yesterday, what I was speaking about as far as opportunities of intimacy happening when we're in the most vulnerable state. I was talking about that yesterday from Julie Gaia that I saw on TED.com. She was talking about that. She's from the Czech Republic, and she was talking about, communication and sensuality and the neurological connection of those things. So studying the gorillas this morning, but the message came to me about that today. My life pretty much paralleled that today. I was over, I didn't feel like surfing and the waves were fun looking and good, but I just was more so mentally kind of wanting to rest, from the things I've been studying and focusing on, and just took a day off, and it was, but I was drying my wetsuit on the top of my van, and it just blew off on the street, and somebody picked it up like right after I tried to backtrack, and I snapped. And like she was talking about, Julie, about, in the most vulnerable positions, that's where intimacy can occur. I lost it for a minute, and I just, punched a garbage that was one of those plastic recycle things, just real hard, like hammer fist, just to kind of get some of that aggression out, and then I just walked away, and I was upset, but then I was more upset with myself. And then after that, my friend Charlie goes, "Hey, I got a medium small Patagonia 4.3, and that one will actually fit me better." So shout out to Charlie. He's a great man that I've known for years, and we've surfed together. But it was an example of, if you can be patient, we're not dealing with a lot of time when things happen to us that are adverse. We don't have, you know, we don't have to react and respond to that, So it was like my life paralleled what she was talking about, as far as in the state of vulnerability is usually when intimacy is possible, So, I got that wetsuit, and I was, really blessed, but also kind of looking back into retrospect, I need to really suppress that urge to be upset, when things go wrong. I just failed, and sorry guys, but anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope that great night tonight. I did a little late dictation tonight, so but I'm gonna try to keep doing these every day. I'll post this one tomorrow. Thanks guys, have a great one. Loving you.